And unfortunately, many flood victims will have to deal with another problem after the water goes down. This time it takes walls and carpets to dry. Mold can develop, and mold can develop with it, and with that, a lot of problems. Our Art Kahn continues our post-flooding team coverage. He spoke to a 10 on Your Side expert about things you should know when mold comes about. He joins us live from the newsroom. Art, this is really something that needs to be dealt with by an expert.
Well, Tom, in most cases, you are absolutely correct. The rule of thumb, according to our partners at First Atlantic Restoration, is if you have something that you think might be mold, it's best to assume that it is mold.
Typically, mold's going to show up in an area that you've had water damage, and it's going to be discoloration. It's going to be usually dark in color, maybe spotty, but if you've had an area that's been wet for some amount of time, mold can grow as soon as 48 hours.
Which is why you should act quickly even before the experts arrive.
The best thing to do is if you have a leak or a wet area, get it dried out as quickly as possible. You know, a shop vac, anything you can do to mitigate as much of the damage and get as much of the moisture out of there as possible quickly is going to help in the long run to make sure you're preventing any kind of contamination from growing.
This is something that you got to take seriously.
It is something that you need to take seriously, but it's also something that, you know, we all experience and breathe every day. Mold is a part of our environment. What you don't want is mold growing in your house.
Yeah, well, Bart Brown says if you have a small area of mold from a small leak or spill, it's okay to clean that up with soap and water yourself. Large areas, though, require professional cleanup. But do your homework before you hire someone to do the job. Check references, the Better Business Bureau. Make sure you don't get shammed. Art Kahn, 10 on Your Side.